Yo, what's good YouTube? And I am back with another reaction video. Well, not another reaction video. I'm back with this part 3 of this NBA All-Star game in 1982. This joint definitely was rocking, man. This joint definitely is popping. Definitely loving this right here. But yeah, we about to get straight into this video, man. I know the last video I kind of was dozing off a little bit because I've been tired and putting in all this work, man. Staying up, some sleepless nights. Trying to get these videos out. But yeah. Let's get straight into this video, man. We about to get straight into it, and I deeply appreciate y'all so much too, man. It's been so real, man. It's gonna keep going, Definitely got plenty of videos coming and full games coming, but let's get it, man.
Johnson 9 for the East Stars. Robert Parrish and Isaiah Thomas have 12, and Julius Erving 8. Each team has had the biggest lead of 9 coming up at half. Brent Musburger at the CBS Sports Control with news and highlights, rebound feature with Dave Bing, and NCAA basketball reports. So at halftime, the East leads the West 63-61.
Robertson outside now to Sam Jones. Sam moving around on the right, takes the jump shot. It is no good. Bell on the rebound, not loose by Robertson, picked up by Embry, over to Robertson, he lays it in.
And scoring. Robinson off.
Near the end of today's game, the print and electronic media will be selecting the Miller High Life Most Valuable Player of the Game. In conjunction with this award, Miller High Life will present a check for $2,000 to the Special Olympics organization in the name of the player selected. Today's winner will be announced at the end of the telecast. Bill, your observations in the first half of a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, they came out, they got to it pretty quick. They felt, go out, you feel your way around and make sure you're into it. But the East, for one while, dominated the game, but the West came back. So this is going to be interesting second half.
The East has been real good when they've had those passing forwards like Larry Bird in there. And Parrish, of course, had a good half. We'll check on the scoring for you in a minute. Earl, the Pearl Monroe.
Well, what the coaches were able to find out the first half which combination will work for them, what kind of team they want out there, and so they probably may have had assistants take names down so that when they get ready for the key juncture of the game, which hasn't arrived yet, they'll have the guys they want out there.
Does this mean we'll see a different kind of game in the second half?
Going down in the last quarter, you will.
Michael Ray Richardson starting this third quarter, misses the shot. It's tipped up and in by Julius Erving. So the West with the ball now. Norm Nixon, number 10. Dennis Johnson, 25 at guard. Bernard King with the ball, number 30. Jack Sikma, 43. Lonnie Shelton, 8. Sikma playing center right now, facing the hoop and missing the shot. Bird the rebound. Quickly looks down court. He always does that first. Isaiah Thomas, the point guard, number 11. Michael Ray Richardson with him at guard. Lanier, 16, has the ball as the center, and the Doc is in there too. Lanier doing a number on Sikma. Hook shot misses. Outlet pass Sikma, and it's stolen by Isaiah Thomas. Good play, 2-on-1. Erving, Thomas, Lanier. They did everything but score, Bill.
Everything. Good defense. He just hung right with it.
Nixon down the other end, makes it look
Super
easy.
shot.
Bill Sharman, general manager of the Lakers, marveling at Norm Nixon's shot.
I'm glad he didn't have to negotiate a contract on the basis of that.
He may have to.
Isaiah Thomas hurt his ankle, I think, on that last play down.
We have a 20-second injury timeout. Isaiah Thomas, as you mentioned, shaken up. Fritz Massman is the trainer from the New Jersey Nets for the East team.
But when you're that age, it only hurts for a few minutes. The older you get, the longer it hurts.
Thomas will go out, and Tiny Archibald will come in. The fans who voted the All-Stars, you saw that the most ever for a rookie was Isaiah Thomas, and they voted Archibald and Thomas, 2 point guards to start the game. And in just a short period of time, Bill Fitchson and Sidney Moncrief for Tiny, who, in gentlemanly fashion, allowed Isaiah to see the action early. Shooting over Shelton is Larry Bird, and Dennis Johnson from the Phoenix Suns the rebound. Keep you up to date on some of the teams again now. Bernard King of Golden State misses, and the rebound Sikma of Seattle banks it in.
See, that ball is kept alive, and by the first miss, And that's what you have to do sometimes. You can't get the rebound. You just hit it against the board and keep it alive.
Nearly 2 minutes gone third period. Doc knew that was off the mark, and here's Bernard King. 3-on-1. Norm Nixon of the Lakers with his second drive and second basket here in the third quarter. And just under 9 minutes to go, Bill Fitch said, "I've seen enough."
Man, come on, these timeouts, man.
And he calls a timeout with the West regaining the lead by 2, 67-65. Another look back.
All right, Rogers brings the ball up top. And the ball stolen away by Greer. Starts a break. It goes to Adrian Smith. Chases it into the corner. Holds the ball. Still got it. Back out now to Chet Walker at the top of the key. On the left to Willis Reed. The jump shot. Swish.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar this year surpassed John Havlicek and the Big O to move into second place behind Wilt Chamberlain. But in this All-Star game, he's had his problems. He's 0 for 7, but he likes to wear those goggles, and the Laker trainer is not here. It's the Utah trainer, and he didn't have him with him. So he doesn't have all the equipment, and so Kareem's struggling. Meanwhile, Michael Ray Richardson creates the 8th tie of this game at 67 with 9:35 to go. Here's Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird on his right. Back to Isaiah. 2 good passers, and we will have a whistle and a foul.
And it might have gone in if he hadn't, on the follow-up, hadn't hit it. It might have gone in because it's bouncing around. Because what he can do real well is go to the basket real hard and put a soft touch on the shot.
Averaging 24 a game. He has 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists in this game. From French Lick, Indiana, in his 3rd year, 3 years an All-Star. 6th in scoring in the league, 5th in rebounds, 7th best free throw shooter, even though he missed that first one. But 0 for 3 at the line today. That's his first.
He turned around for you just in case you were starting to get a little bothered about him. I guess I better make this shot Dick up tempo.
Norm Nixon, 6 points in this quarter, and Nixon now with 10.
Now, the big wide receiver there kind of pushed off offensive interference. That's Maurice Lucas from the Knicks now.
1 point West lead. Nixon and Thomas going at it. Fall away. Norm going with the hot hand. Bird tipped it to himself. Comes down 3-on-2, and Nixon fine defensive play. Got the ball away.
I don't think the News going to catch it.
Norm Nixon.
They had another 100 yards. Thomas quickly back. Lost it. Doc in the corner. Hard pass to Lanier. Almost converted it. But it's still the East ball. Trailing by 3. Biggest lead for either club, 9 points. Julius Erving. What a move on Nixon. He went around Nixon as if he were not there.
Well, I won't say anything about that. I don't think I know what he did.
That may be the most honest comment we've heard in a long time from anybody in any game. Isaiah brings it up a 1 point West lead.
Now we'll see if we can figure this out.
You ready? Bernard, 30.
Well, that's what he did.
Now you see. We have to slow it up some more. That's the grace of what this game is all about. 8:15 remaining third quarter. 71-70 the West lead. Bird with a dribble drive. Knocked away by Dennis Johnson. Watch Michael Ray Richardson get back in the defensive flow and stop the break for the Western Stars. King knocks it away, picked up by Michael Ray Richardson. He's looked good on 2 plays. Erving went up without the ball. Thomas is back on the D, and so is Lanier.
He had 11 on that one.
And Bernard King with a reverse layup is fouled by Larry Bird. And now we have our picture and sound back. Well, I guess we always had the sound. And Lanier with a hook shot. A lot of lead passes here in this quarter. Look at that interception by Bird, taken right back by Dennis Johnson.
3 good defensive plays in a row. It's hard to keep up with him. A steal and a steal and a steal.
Look at DJ. They should put DJ on Bird. They should definitely be. They should go 1-on-1 with each other.
Moncrief in the backcourt with Michael Ray Richardson, who has the ball.
That's a tall backcourt, I want to tell you.
Julius in a crowd. Dennis Johnson. He's made 3 or 4 fine defensive plays and got this pass to Norm Nixon. And it's Alex English who converts.
Alex English.
West by 3. We have had 8 ties in this game. Don't forget, we'll have the most valuable player award later on in the ball game. Oscar Robertson has won it 3 times, and a foul against Lanier. Sikma might have been pushing off.
And Bob Lanier won the MVP when they played the game in Seattle, I believe.
Right. Artis Gilmore comes into the ball game for the East Stars, along with Buck Williams of the New Jersey Nets, as Lanier and Larry Bird go out. Bird has 7 points in the game and 3 fouls, and Bob Lanier has 8 points and 3 personal fouls. We have a timeout.
Baylor putting the ball into play to Walt Hazard, who brings it up on the left side. Down the left side about halfway, coming off a pick to the right. Goes to Wilkins. Knocked loose by Sam Jones, picked up by Hal Greer. He's out front. He drives and lays it in.
Basketball fan, the game
of basketball, so stay courtside with CBS Sports. The East has shot 4 for 14, 29% this period. They upped that margin a little bit. West by 1. Sikma. King comes around, the small forward. Gilmore puts off on the switch. And Buck Williams lost it to Gervin, who got the bucket.
And he knows what to do with it when he gets it around the hoop, I can tell you. Well, he knows what to do with it anywhere.
10th year, George Gervin, averaging 32.5 points per game, and Gervin has 6 in this game. A lot of 12s in this contest as Moncrief sneaks through for a layup. As Buck Williams, or Michael Ray comes out of it.
Another good defensive play.
Julius. Julius.
Buck Williams. Artis Gilmore.
Okay, if you don't succeed.
Try again.
Gus Williams has 12, Nixon 12 for the West. Thomas and Parrish have 12, but the Doc has 14 to lead all scorers. With 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third period, Gervin goes up and try to keep it alive. Gilmore tips it, and Dennis Johnson comes up with it in his foul. So Gilmore tried to tap it away, and Dennis Johnson came up with the ball. As we want to show you right now, the Honeywell computer being used to tabulate the votes for today.
Yo, look at those computers, man. Oh my gosh, look at those computers. That is crazy.
Today's All-Star MVP, and we'll get the results in a hurry, and we'll be talking to the most valuable player after the ball game.
First time I've ever seen a computer play.
Play the game?
Oh, there's an action there, wasn't it?
Dennis Johnson with 1 to go. Team fouls. West has 4. The East has 1 here in the third quarter. Last year, Tiny Archibald was the most valuable player in the ball game. He had 9 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. Julius inside is fouled behind by, looked like English, but Gilmore raised his hand.
But it doesn't go very well to his left.
English second foul, and Dr. J going to the line. Upwards of 20,000 here at the Byrne Meadowlands Arena. Dennis Johnson from Phoenix. Had that collision underneath just a second ago. Buck Williams, the rookie from Maryland. And Alex English, muscling for position.
What I'm too fast. I'm too fast. What? I know y'all heard that. I'm too fast. I'm too fast.
Arena. Dennis Johnson from Phoenix. Had that collision underneath just a second ago. Buck Williams, the rookie from Maryland. And Alex English, muscling for position. Only Kareem has not scored a point in this ball game. Oddly enough, Chicken hasn't scored either. English misses. Malone lost it out of bounds. East ball.
Well, we're going to leave the Chicken out of this.
Michael Ray Richardson, short on it. English tries to get it away, and Michael Ray took away the outlet pass. Just picked his pocket. Magic Johnson trying to steal, and Richardson burned him. So Michael Ray from the New York Knicks, 6 points, Knicks have been having their problems. They suspended Sly Williams indefinitely.
Who?
Sly Williams indefinitely. You know Sly. I do. Gervin misses the baseline, and Magic Johnson inside. 6'9", Magic Johnson. You see many of the great players play more than one position. Some play 4 or 5. Bird included. Michael Ray is hot.
4 or 5
position. Less than 3.5 to go. Third period. The East leading 83-80. This game swung back and forth as Magic is fouled going in. Last year, the East beat the West 123-120. Paul Westphal was the leading scorer in the game with 19, and he's a man without a team right now. And the high scorer with Julius Erving with 18. But here's Magic. Didn't play last year because he had that injured knee and missed 45 games. Magic now with 12 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds.
No, he's an odd thing about Magic is that he's not what you call a pure shooter, but he's a good free throw shooter. You know, from outside, he's not supposed to be a very good shooter from outside, but he's a good free throw shooter. Much better than you would think from the way he shoots from the outside.
How does that come about?
I say it was a lot.
3:10 to go. Gilmore misses it. Gervin comes down with it. When you say it was a lot, I mean, I have no idea why. Williams fires it into the press section. Turns it over to the East. Larry Bird, Kelly Tripucka, and Bob Lanier. Tiny Archibald. Great players watching other great players in action with 3 minutes to play in the third period, and the East leading by 183-82. Biggest lead for the East, 9 points at 58-49. The West also a 9-point lead at 43-34. Michael Ray Richardson has the hot hand. He has 10 points, 8 coming in this third period, and it opens up again a 3-point lead. He's hit 3 straight. Gervin looking inside, and Gilmore and Moses Malone stage a little one-on-one of their own.
Gilmore was pushing Moses, and I do mean pushing, like a D8 and a D7 caterpillar. And so, just as Moses got ready to react to it, he backed away, and Moses almost fell down.
They're both strong.
Lenny Wilkins down the right sideline. In the corner, it goes to Rudy LaRusso, out to Elvin Hayes. All right, the drop-off pass to Don Coaches. The shot blocked by Gus Johnson. He picks it up, goes in the middle of Dave Bing. Back to Johnson. He drives and lays it in.
Cheerleaders, courtesy of the Indiana Pacettes, and the Pacers are off to a start that puts them in the thick of the playoff fight. 2:35 remaining in the third period, a 3-point East lead, and Magic Johnson gets a couple. The West led by 5 at the quarter, and the East led by 2 at the half. It's been an even game throughout.
Moncrief went for the steal, and Magic made him pay for that.
Gilmore coming around now is Michael Ray Richardson, and Artis' shot goes off. Buck Williams is there. Can he hold on? No, and it's picked off by Gervin. Gervin brings it up. He's got Magic Johnson. Kareem's going to come back in the ball game. No goggles and all as Gervin hits the jumper. So that's the Iceman's patented shot. 2 minutes remaining in the third period, and the West leading by 1, 86-85. Michael Ray Richardson throws up a wild shot, and Bobby Jones draws the foul. And here's Kareem, who has not scored in the game, and the only player who has not scored in the game. But other than that, he scored something like 27,000 points in his career.
Well, he's been doing something, huh?
Foul by Magic Johnson is third.
Alex English goes out.
Bobby Jones shooting 2.
So Moses and Kareem are in the lineup at the same time.
That's what you call a large front line. Well, tall anyway.
Tall, yes. And Magic at 6'9", and Gervin up there too, and Gus Williams. Bobby Jones. So we have the 10th tie of our ball game at 86. Gus Williams from the Seattle Sonics, sat out last year, picked it up this year without skipping a beat. Seattle's gone from last place to challenging Los Angeles in the Pacific Division. Look at the spin by the Iceman. Malone is there. Can't convert it, and coming out now is Sidney Moncrief of the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass into Artis Gilmore of the disappointing Chicago Bulls, but Gilmore is having a better year this year than last.
I think he was worried that Kareem might have been there, so he wanted to hurry up and get the shot off.
Just picking the ball out of the air on that Gus Williams shot, and Williams is laughing as he comes up court. And at the other end, Buck Williams. gives the New Jersey fans present a thrill. He has 4 points, the rookie from Maryland, and a fine youngster, third leading rebounder in the league, and a foul the other way. Superb passing here.
That's right down to the basket. Oh, yeah. He says, you gonna let me stand here?
Moncrief to Gilmore. And now Magic Johnson is shooting. Moncrief committed the foul with 1:06 to go in the third. And the East is up by 3 now, 90-87.
Come on, AD.
Second All-Star appearance for Magic Johnson, who had to miss last year because of the injury. And Adrian Dantley is coming in now from Utah, third straight All-Star. Averaged 30 last year to lead them. This is the second free throw. Buck Williams the rebound. Here's Michael Ray Richardson. He's had a good quarter.
Because he made some good plays, some good defensive plays, and he shot the ball real well.
Moncrief had a screen from Jones. Now he has Gilmore to help. Threw that up high. Malone. Magic. 48 seconds remaining in the third. Drives up. Buck Williams. He's going to have Moncrief and Bobby Jones down court. And Michael Ray Richardson, double team, finds the open man. Buck Williams. And they'll call that as an offensive foul on Buck.
Well, he got a pretty good head of steam up, and he said, well, instead of making a left turn, I think I'll just go over the top.
That's the defensive backfield they had in position there. Led by Kareem. 26 seconds now in the third. Trying to get on the board is Kareem. And Moncrief the rebound. That's the time remaining in the third period. And the East leading by 3, trying to make it 4 out of 5. And it's still East ball.
That pass, if he'd have made a loft pass, a little higher, been a better pass. But
Tiny Archibald, the MVP last year, replaces Michael Ray Richardson, who's had a good contribution this time. Tiny has 2 points. That's not how you measure what his performance is like. Out to Moncrief with 15 seconds. 6 assists for Archibald. Steal, Gus Williams. Now that's embarrassing. Right in front of everyone. Gus Williams, a great defensive play. Took it away from Tiny. Moncrief gets by. And if it goes, it counts. That's the end of the third period. With the score, the East 90, the West 89. And we'll be back with the start of the fourth period after this word from your local station.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest game.
As you look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, our score 90-89. The East leads the West. Start of the fourth period. Dick Stockton along with Bill Russell.
Don't mind me dancing, y'all. I'm just a little tired, man. I still didn't really get no rest, so if you see me like doing little stuff there, I'm just trying to keep myself up and trying to keep my blood flowing. But don't mind me, y'all. And I'm having fun at the same time.
So be sure and stay tuned for the MVP award at the conclusion of the game. Artis Gilmore goes out and Robert Parrish comes in. And so now we start the fourth period. We talked about these coaches obviously wanting to win the game. And what might you expect in there?
well, they'll just play it pretty straight for the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Malone.
But then, when the last 8 minutes, they're going to have the guys that they think work the best today. You know, the guys that the combination that works the best, or when they got a lead, or when they caught up. And this is probably what you see going down in the last quarter. They're going to have a team that can play a wide open game, that know how to run plays for them, and good rebounders and good defensive players. The players that they think can play the best combination of offense and defense.
Moses Malone got a bucket and a good block at one end, and Buck Williams gets fouled by Malone at the other end following that exchange as the West leads 91-90. Very active.
Here comes the last play. Tiny Archibald pass right there. And that was an odd foul because the defensive man was just standing there.
That means it can't be explained.
No, and he should have moved out of the way.
Buck Williams has more to go. I know when you say an odd player, an odd foul, I know not to ask you.
That's right, because that means that he's just standing around. Well, he was out of position in that he didn't see the ball.
West leading by 1. The East turned the ball over 10 times in that third period and still maintained a lead, although right now the West has it in the opening minute of this fourth period. Dantley double team Bobby Jones. They get the ball away to Moncrief. Back on defense is the West. Tiny Archibald takes it to the hoop, and Archibald with 4 points. East regains the lead. Gus Williams against Bobby Jones, lost it out of bounds. So in there now, as you look at Gus Williams coming up on defense, Tiny Archibald, number 7, Moncrief 4 of the guards. Tiny is penetrating here, and Robert Parrish, his teammate on Boston, is fouled by Magic Johnson going up. So, right. 4 fouls on Magic. Lonnie Shelton and Kareem have 3. Gilmore has 4 for the East, and a bunch of players have 3 for the Eastern team as well. Robert Parrish in his 6th year. First 4 years with Golden State. Second All-Star appearance. So the East by 2 points. Gus Williams.
Now you wonder when you get down to the last few minutes of a close ball game with these teams, how many 3-point shooters do you think you got out here?
Tiny penetrates and is fouled. George Gervin will come in for the West, and Kelly Tripucka makes his reappearance for the East team as the foul is on Magic Johnson, who sits down with 5 personal fouls.
And that means that the coach won't be able to use him like he'd like to. So now you're going to see what kind of strategy he'll use, who he'll use there, and how.
Biggest lead for both teams, 9 points at various junctures of the game. There have been 11 ties. The East is up 95-93. Minute and a half gone by here in the fourth period. Archibald on Gus Williams. Looking for Kareem, the only player who hasn't scored in this game, but a 50 pass to Dantley couldn't convert. Running Kelly Tripucka, bounce pass, low to Parrish, but he made a good play on a low pass and stuffed it through.
He had good hands for a big man. Usually if you hit a big man around the knees, you can forget that.
Kick it into the 10th row or something.
Well, first row, they're not good kickers either.
4-point lead East. Williams had a screen from Gervin, drives on Tripucka and hits. So Gus Williams,
Tripucka and a lot of other guys.
18 points for Gus Williams, and Tripucka comes back and says, I can do it too. Kelly Tripucka with 6 in the ball game.
Blue-collar basket.
In the Motor City. It brought out the crowds. The attendance is up in the league about 10%, and in Detroit, 108%. As Buck Williams overplayed, made a nice defensive play, but Dantley.
And an outstanding pass by Kareem on that last play. Here comes Tiny Archibald with the ball. He gives it to Terry, and he comes right down before the big guys have a chance to react. They were getting back on defense, and he went right up the alley before Nance his foot there. So he said, see, we're number 1.
He went right past Malone and Kareem to get the punch. Not many people, I think Kelly Tripucka wants to be a broadcaster because every time we've been out there, he's grabbed the mic and started talking into it. Parrish, 9:20 to go. It dropped for Robert Parrish. Hit the back of the rim and then went through, and so the East is up by 4.
And he says, who's guarding me?
Parrish has 17 points. He's the leading scorer for the East. Williams with 18. Tops the West. Magic has 16, but also is on the bench with 5 personal fouls. Moses Malone. Fall away. Kareem can't tip it in.
And Parrish comes out with the rebound.
Kareem
and he's
is
running
still
the break.
Kareem is still blanked, and Bobby Jones inside goaltending charge against Moses Malone. So Bobby Jones gets the point as Larry Bird leads the cheers with Artis Gilmore on the bench.
Alright, y'all, we're going to stop it right here. And I definitely look out for the part. I thought it was just going to be part 3, but I definitely got to work on the part 4, man. Definitely appreciate all the support y'all been showing me. And yeah, that's about it, man. We about to definitely get into this part 4. Hope y'all enjoying this, man. This definitely is a good one right here. And definitely got some more full games coming. And definitely got some more videos dropping. So definitely look out for that, man. But for now, I'm out. Definitely going to get that part 4. Definitely make sure you look out for it. But for now, I'm out. Peace.